and the Eagles meet, the game is usually won or lost in a place they call the trenches.
We ain't gonna wait for them to do nothing. We just gonna come out there and keep the pressure on for 60 minutes. Go. Let's go out of here. KB on 3. 1, 2, 3.
You know RFK Stadium is going to be sold out. You know it's going to be loud. And when the hated Eagles come to town, it might just jump off the ground. This is a must for both. Philadelphia tied with Dallas at 4-1. Washington at 3-2. Pat Summerall here with John Madden. And John, the rivalry goes back. This is a 115th meeting between these two. What are your thoughts about the game?
Well, you know, you think of the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's good to see Randall Cunningham back and watch him on film and watch him practice and talk to him. And you know that he is back. He has his confidence, and the Philadelphia Eagle offense goes as Randall Cunningham goes. And then on the other side, you say, well, how about Mark Rippon? I still think that he's struggling. I don't think he had the confidence that he had last year, but he has one guy in his team that has always given the Eagles trouble, and that's this guy, Gary Clark.
Well, you ask the Eagles about Gary Clark, and they all, to a man, just shake their head.
You know, Eric Allen is one of the best corners in football, and they say that he has more trouble with Gary Clark than any other receiver in the league.
So the Eagles will get the ball first. By Sikahema, back deep. Long known as one of the better ones at returning kicks. Low Miller to kick it off. High, short, and he'll have a chance at the 12. Sikahema out of the pack. Richie Kotite said yesterday, we've been close, we just haven't broken one yet. Randall Cunningham will open at quarterback. His 7th year. He is approaching a cherished record, that of rushing for quarterbacks. Darrell Smith, Shad, Alexander, Floyd, Davis, and Beach up front. Smith instead of Heller. Walker and Byers, the running backs. Barnett and Williams wide. The Eagles 1st and 10 at their own 31. No place quite like this place to watch and attend and broadcast a football game. Byers and Walker. That's Williams in motion. Cunningham for a bundle to Barnett. A.J. Johnson not fooled. On defense, the Redskins will look like this. 4-man front, Stokes, Johnson, Eric Williams, and Charles Mann up front. The 3 linebackers, Collins and Marshall on the outside, although Marshall moves around. Govea in the middle. A.J. Johnson and Martin Mayhew, the cornerbacks. Edwards and Copeland, the 2 safeties. 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends set up. Beach and Johnson for the Eagles. Barnett in motion. Cunningham to Walker. Walker struggled for a couple. Govea stopped him.
Yeah, I think we talk about Cunningham coming back this year and the confidence he has as a quarterback. And the other thing that has really helped his confidence is this guy, Herschel Walker. The Eagles really just had a one-dimensional offense and was all Randall Cunningham. And then Herschel Walker came to the Eagles this year from the Vikings, and he's really added another dimension. Now the Eagles have a legitimate running game.
3rd down at the 34. First possession for Philadelphia. Floyd Dixon, the 3rd wide receiver in the game, and Cunningham out of the shotgun with time and a lot of it. Pursued and finally out of the pocket, going deep. Incomplete. Good coverage by Danny Copeland. Barnett again, the intended receiver.
Well, the Redskins stopped them, and they love that here. But interesting, the Eagles came out, and they really went right after him because 2 of those passes were like 50 or 60-yard bombs from Cunningham.
Just about as far as he could throw it. That may not be true.
Yeah, but I mean, they came out there, and they were going to widen that field on him, lengthen that field on him.
Short kick by Fiegel. And out of bounds, the Redskins will take over in pretty good shape. Mark Rippon. John was just speaking about perhaps his confidence not being back as it was at the end of last year, but he opens at quarterback. Eleanor Wiebe starts next to Jacoby on the left side. McKenzie the center in place of Bostic. Slarrett and Simmons on the right, and Donnie Warren the tight end. Biner, Sanders, Clark, and Monk. The posse. Only 2 members of the posse now, as the Redskins go with 2 tight ends. Biner the lone setback. Terry Orr, the man in motion, and Rippon gets it to Orr. Up the middle, first down, Redskins into Eagle territory. Thomas made the stop after a gain of 16. Rippon to Orr. Eagle defense. Number 1 in the NFL. Simmons, Harmon, Golick, and White. Thomas, Byron Evans, and Seth Joyner playing with a bad knee. Booty starts at the cornerback spot today with Eric Allen, Hopkins, and Waters. Biner. A couple. The Eagles secondary, as the whole team did, met before the game to give themselves and each other a pep talk.
Anything deep. Hey, they catch it short, come up and punish them. Let's not give up any big plays. This team can't beat us if we don't give up big plays. So let's not get big plays.
The game is won right here. Make sure we all on the same page. Communicate, anticipate the movements, all right? Anticipate, and we take them out them deep passes, and we got everything under control.
Think about your assignment before it happens.
And now Biner moves to his left, stopped by Hopkins after a gain of 6.
You know, that Eagles secondary, that was Andre Waters talking first, the strong safety, and then Wes Hopkins, a weak safety. And of course, what they were talking about is last week they were beaten by Kansas City because they gave them those big plays off of play passes and confusion. So what they're saying now is the Redskins, if they don't play pass them, if they don't bite and not anticipate, that they can't beat them if they don't give them a big play.
The Redskins need 2 for a first down. Sanders, Clark, and Monk, all 3 in the game. This is Sanders in motion.
Need 6.
Rippon gives to Biner. First down, Redskins. Andy Harmon made the stop.
Hey, that was a heck of a play by Andy Harmon. I have no idea where he came in from, but that looked like it was going to be a big play. Andy Harmon is a defensive tackle there, and he just knifes through and makes that play. As it starts here, it's going to start off to the right. It's that counter tray where both guard and tackle pull, and watch Harmon right there come slicing in and make that tackle. That was very close to not being a first down.
I can see why you said, where did he come from? Because he just appeared.
He was nowhere.
This is Biner again, right side for a couple.
The other thing that Joe Gibbs wants to do, Pat, is have balance. He always talks about, balance between run and pass, and he has that guy right next to him on his left is Don Brovitz, and they remind him, how many times he's run and how many times he's passed, because sometimes as a play caller, Joe Gibbs is one of the few head coaches that call plays. You get in a rut, you keep calling, you start calling passes, you forget to get back to the run.
So he has those players, Don Bro, some of the players and Don Bro, sort of do a scouting report on him. Looks like about 1.5 yards shy of another first down.
Yeah, this is the thing that impresses me, is that the offensive line of the Redskins is really handling the defense of the Eagles. I mean, they're blocking them, they're knocking them off the line, they're staying with their block, and they're getting pretty good running room.
Joe Jacoby. An outstanding block on Seth Joyner. Biner again. Redskin first down.